welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bukola Dideji. On today's video, we'll be making jackets together. So for the width of this jacket, we'll be measuring 3 inches. Okay, we'll be measuring 3 inches, and then the depth is 2.5 inches. You curve it out just to get the perfect, round neck measurement, and then after that, you will then measure the shoulder. Don't forget that your shoulder is slant, so you have to take out 1 inch shoulder from the very end of the material and just slant it all the way to connect to the width of the material of your neck. So as you can see on the video, you connect it, and then I'm just cutting it out just to make sure that the part is out of the way. And I'll also be cutting the shoulder as well out of the way. So after that, I'll be measuring 13 inches from the top, from the shoulder to 13, basically. Just measure 13. And after that, I'm going to be using 16 inches on fold, 16 inches for the body of the jacket. And the reason is my customer wants us 50. She wants the dress to be 50 in total. So I'll be measuring 16 inches all the way, and then I'll mark it all the way down. So I'll mark it all the way down. Don't forget that the 16 inches includes my sewing allowance and everything else. So you're going to mark it all the way, follow it all the way down on a straight line. If you have a ruler, you might as well just go straight down. But I don't have a ruler, so I connect it by measuring it all the way down and just connect it with a chalk. And as you can see, it just gives me a straight line, and I know it's the peace of mind that comes with the fact that, I've done it right, and I'm just going to connect it once I'm done, and then just cut everything out. So you see, as I've done, and then I'm going to connect the sleeve as well. Okay, so I'm just confirming that this is 13, from the shoulder to where the sleeve will end. So after that, we'll then start. After that, I will just cut it out. So this is me cutting it out. Like I said, the body is 16. I've measured 16, and now I'm just cutting it out. So yeah, just to make sure it's straight, all nice and straight, and that is it really. So I'm just separating it, and then I will separate the body I'll separate it in the middle. Remember, it's the jacket, it's not a dress. So I will have to separate it just to make sure that I've got 2 pieces of each side of the jacket, and this is the front. So you can see don't forget that on fold, this is the wrong side of the material, and that's the right side. The one inside is the right side of the material. So now you're going to mark a V neckline. So after I've curved out the round neck, you're still going to mark it as a V, because this is where the band will be sitting on. Don't forget that it's going to have like a band on the neck. So this is where it's going to be sitting, and it needs to be on a V that connects with the body. And so this is what I've done. Look at that. So it's nice, neat, and that is where the band is going to sit. So yeah, I just want to on this, I'm just trying to make sure that I've got a very nice, smooth V neck going down, and then this is where I'm going to put the neck piece. So after I finish with the front, it looks good. I'm going to use this front pattern to create my back jacket. So the only difference is on this one, the depth of it will be 2 inches. So the same width is the same width, but the depth is 2 inches. It's not 2.5 this time. So because it's the back. So what I've then done is I've also just allow a bit of 1 inch at the back. Okay, I'm so sorry that it's not showing on this video, but the back measurement is a bit inch up Okay, so now I've created that and I've used the same pattern for the back, and I'm done with that. So the extra fabric from the pieces left, I'm going to use the rest to make my pockets. So this is a material unfold. The depth of this pocket I use is no, I mean the length rather is 12 inches by 11. So yeah, by 11, and I'm going to cut it out, unfold, and that will make me pockets for each size of the jacket. So after that, now I'm going to now be cutting 5 inches of material. I will cut it out and then fold it to make my band, the neck bands, the bands for the jacket. So there are 5 inches for each, and then unfold. I fold it and I'll iron it, and then I will stitch it and then turn it outwards, and that's gonna be my band. So this is me creating enough band for my jacket. So yeah, this is another band that I'm trying to get out. I'm going to add all of them together because the length, by the time you take it from one side to the other, it's gonna be a lot of inches. So I need to get a couple of bands out of this material. So I've cut enough that would make up for what I need. So yes. So this is me still getting more band out from my extra fabric. And this is me stitching. So sorry about my expression. I started stitching around I started stitching around 1 a.m. or thereabout. I was too tired. So because I needed to wait for my son to go back to sleep before I started stitching. So now this is me folding the top of the pocket. Okay, you need like a band for the top of the pocket. Ignore me about this. I should have not included this, but hey, we do what we do. So this is me doing the top of the pocket. I'm folding the top of the pocket, and yeah, that's it. That's the first, and I'm making the second pocket. I'll fold it into two. um yeah, and after that I went ahead to add the band together, but here I'm still trying to finish the stitch for the pocket. I wanted to do the sides as well, but I realized that I needed to do some ironing just to press it down to make it really nice and neat. But I wanted to do some of the stitches first, enough stitches, and then go downstairs to do my ironing. So I had to put the pockets to one side, and then I added the bands together. Remember the bands that would be on the neck of the jacket going down. So I've added to add them together because I couldn't get the same length for just a strip. So I had to join some strips together to get the desirable length that I want for the jacket. Ignore me. I think tailors, we are always looking for something when we're stitching. I think things move around. It could be scissors, it could be the thread, it could be something. It's just always something. So yeah, so this is me still stitching it together. After stitching them together, I then started folding it. So here I was already folding. Like I said, I folded inside and then turn it outwards. So I folded them inside and later turned them outwards and then press it down to make it flat and neat. I was too tired here, but I really needed to finish the work before the next day because I had to deliver the next day. So, but yeah, It was nice knowing that I could just finish this off over the middle of. I didn't really finish in the middle of the night, but I did majority of the job, which then means that the next day, I was able to continue, and it didn't take me as much time because I had done most of the hard job. Yes. So this is me finishing up with the band for the neck. And that's it. You can see how long it is now. So now I have to turn it outwards, you see? I was looking for something earlier, but I couldn't get my pin. I would have used the pin, it would have been easier, but I had to use my hands because I couldn't find my pin, and I just had to use my hands. So you have to turn it all the way out, the outside, and then press it down to make it flat. So after I did that, and then went to press down the sides of my pocket. So as you can see, I had to press it down to make it really nice and neat. So I've had to press down the sides and the bottom of the pocket. So here is the string for the sides of the kimono. So don't forget that this is a string kimono jacket. It's got strings on the side. So before I stood up from my sewing machine, I also decided to stitch the strings for the kimono, and then decided to press it so that it would look really nice and neat. So after I was done, I stitched it to the jacket, to the sides of the jacket, and it came out beautifully. I will show you how it's done in the next video. So I turned the jacket to the other side after I stitched it. Remember, I folded my sewing allowance inside about 1.5 inches. So because it needed to be big enough for the string to pass through. So I decided to pass the string out inwards a bit, pull out like 2 inches out so it doesn't go back inside, and then started running the string through my allowance in the material, in the jacket. So you can see I'm just trying to fold it into two while I'm passing the string along. You have to be very careful at this point, because while I was doing it, I kept mistakenly sewing on the string, which then stopped it from actually pulling through. I couldn't pull it through, so I had to be very careful while I was stitching this. So yeah, so this is me stitching it and then still making sure that I was not sewing on the string. You have to be very careful. If you're unsure, you can actually first pin it down just to secure it, and then as you're running your sewing machine through, you can always just be careful and just push the string over so you don't stitch over it, because that will give you a lot of work. Like at some point I was making a mistake, and then having to redo it. So this is what I did, and then did the other side as well, because don't forget that you need 2 strings to actually pull together. So I've done one side and then did this other side, and I was able to pull the string. So you can see I needed to pull one side to make sure that it actually pulls. And then I did the other side. This is me doing the other side of the jacket and making sure that I can pull the string through. So after I had finished stitching and making sure that the rope is nicely attached to the dress, as you can see, you can then pull it, and then I finished off the edges, and voila, this is the jacket. It was really nice. It was beautiful. This is the side. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, and drop your comments. Tell me how you'd like me to improve and what else you'd like me to make videos of. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Take care. Bye. See you.